You know, BB King said once the thrill is gone, but tonight, no, we're going to certainly get the thrill back because we are now less than 1 week away from one of the biggest shows to date. That is Thrillmania. We're going to see a slew of your favorites here from the EWA to talk about it. And I'm not even going to go into my intro. I'm not even going into war chants because we have plenty of business to get to here in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the only platform where all music and wrestling matters, Sportzwire Radio. And we are joined here right now with a man that very well might be a high authority. But right now, you might want to say it's a Cleveland wrecking crew that's got all the authority when it comes to things here coming up in the EWA. And joining me right now is the one and only DJ Storm and the reigning, defending EWA Eternal Champion. And he wants to forever be that Eternal Champion. He'll tell us about that. Mr. Carlos Jackson and Hubie Jenkins, the aforementioned Hubie Jenkins, is here. And fellas, we got a lot to talk about here tonight. So set the tables for what can we expect here this Sunday.
Well, we got our big event here. We got Thrillmania 14. It's Thrillmania 14 because there's been years that didn't live up to EWA standards where we didn't even have our big event. We sometimes, if the year isn't going as good as we want it to, we'll end it early. We won't even have this event. So anytime we can have a Thrillmania, you know it's been a good year and it's going to be a good show.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is going to be a good show, and this is going to be one to remember, and we'll certainly say hello to everybody here in the chat. But for you, Hubie, I mean, this year hasn't been one to remember, and I see DJ Storm looking at you right now, and DJ Storm is going to wreck your year. He's going to wreck your thrills and maybe repeat what BB King used to famously sing over and over with his Gibson guitar, and that thrill is gone. And DJ, I know you're very excited to tell Hubie Jenkins why his thrill is going to be gone here coming up this Sunday, Thrillmania 14.
Man, look, just Mr. Hubie over here always trying to start something with the Cleveland Wrecking Crew, so I think it's about time he gets put into retirement.
Retirement, Hubie. I mean, the tuna dog is galore there.
Oh, I just came out of retirement not even a year ago. Can't go back yet.
That's what DJ wants.
You're not green walking.
And he's going into my specialty match, a poop boot match. I've been doing poop boot matches longer than he's been alive.
Well, you got to win this one, Hubie. It's been a tough last few months. We saw you in the ring not too long ago. We saw what happened there. And, I mean, this is your moment, really. You don't want to lose here in the biggest show the EWA has had maybe to date coming up this. And people are going to remember this for a long time. There's going to be names that we can't even talk about yet that are going to be there this Sunday. And you don't want to lose, especially in a match that, well, it's your specialty.
Yep. Usually it's not necessarily a poop boot on a pole match, but we're going to hang that poop boot in the corner. You're going to have to climb them ropes to get it. Then it's a legal weapon.
Well, we'll come back to that in a minute. But, you know, Carlos Jackson, you obviously, and I'll put the footage up here in a couple of minutes, you and DJ decided to, well, wreck the plans of this guy, Joe Payne. And, well, you may want to say for you guys, it would have been no pain, no gain, but you had plenty of gain, and it was at the expense of Joe Payne. But Joe Payne's had enough for the bullying, Carlos, and he wants your eternal championship, and you're going to tell the world why you're going to eternally retain that championship, and you're going to continue your ways, and it don't matter what Joe Payne has got to say about that.
Yes, sir. See, I have something up my sleeve. I can't say too much right now of what I plan on doing to that nerd. All I know is the bullying is going to continue. He put his nose in my business the second debut when I faced that that Q-Tip dude. He came out of nowhere. I didn't even know who he was. It started long ago, almost a year ago when I first started. This is not over. It's not over until I say it's over. When I put that chair to his head, that's when I call it quits.
He's like an obsessed ex. He's been following you around for months and months.
Yeah, he doesn't get it.
Well, because he's had enough, and it's a last man standing match to boot, literally, to steal what we spoke about in Hubie and DJ's match there. I mean, sometimes, champ, they say when someone's gotten bullied as long as Joe Payne has, is that this might be the most dangerous they are, because now they're going to just throw everything out, literally, but the kitchen sink. And maybe he'll find the kitchen sink there, Joe Payne. And especially after you denied, well, his thrill of being the EWA champion. And he might be the most dangerous yet, because when you bully someone over and over and they've decided that they're going to fight back, that could be a concern here, especially in a last man standing match.
Yeah, you're right. He might be dangerous, but he hasn't met my dark side yet. I'm still seeing light. That light is fading really slowly and very fastly recently. He's been pissing me off.
And there's the moment. There's the moment. Listen, he's walking out, and he's obviously won the EWA championship. He's coming in there against a man we'll see later on, and Mr. Robert Scott, and he's got this moment. It's an iconic one. I know Hubie's got a thing or two to say on that, and then just literally a minute later, I mean, we've seen title run. It's right up there with Yokozuna's, you might want to say. And, but in that case, people maybe were happy that the late, great Hulk Hogan had won there in WrestleMania 9. But, I mean, why did you do what you guys did to Joe Payne and deny him of walking out of the EWA arena with that EWA championship, the most valued prize here in the state of Ohio?
He does not deserve anything. The only thing that he deserves is a boot to his face. The only thing he really deserves is to be bullied around the EWA in Cleveland, Ohio, wherever the hell he lives. Where does he live? Where's he from?
I don't know. It's too irrelevant for me to know.
Well, he needs to go back to his computer games, go play Minecraft or Halo, and just leave me alone. I've told this man. The second match I've had, he decided to put his nose in my business where it does not belong. I had no problem with him. I did not know who he was until he decided to come out here and mess with me.
See, look. Well, you just came out there right now, and that's the footage. Just unbelievable what you've done. You had the Eternal Championship there, the World Championship, just attacking. And, I mean, well, it's like I said, no pain, no gain. And, I mean, it's all over but the shouting. Yeah, that's going to definitely leave a mark. And, I mean, we're flabbergasted.
Mr. Robert Scott deserves to hold that title as long as possible. I didn't see why Joe Payne even got involved in this matchup.
Joe Payne should have
never. That's the point that Robert Scott did make. I mean, to be fair, that's on Hubie, because it was supposed to have been 3 opponents, and we saw a 4th, but...
He made the open invitational. I just found another competitor for him.
Well,
but he said he could beat multiple people.
Prepared, I suppose. But, I mean, Hubie, watching this from afar, what do you think is going to happen here between Carlos Jackson and Joe Payne this time for the Eternal Championship, last man standing?
I just think that Carlos Jackson here, he has more enemies than he thinks. We'll go with that. I think
more enemies than
you could line all them enemies up. We're going to knock down every single one.
Ooh, that's why they're the Cleveland Wrecking Crew. And that's why if you're here right now, you need to hit that sub button for the EWA, because one of the biggest shows here coming up to the state of Ohio is Thrillmania 14. That's right, Thrillmania 14. We have the poster for that. We are here with, now for a few more minutes, the one and only Hubie Jenkins, the High Authority. We're also here with Carlos Jackson, the reigning defending Eternal Champion, plus DJ Storm. They are the Cleveland Wrecking Crew. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice figuratively and literally, where all music and wrestling matters. We'll be joined here in about 10 minutes or so with the Underground OG, the brand new All Wrestling Matters champion. I guess it might be Dark Kron, a.k.a. Johnny Velocity, depending on where you are and how you know him as. But we'll get to them, and we'll get to this here shortly. But Hubie, let me ask you though, if you had a question that you wanted to ask DJ Storm here, what would it be before this coming Sunday?
Okay, you're really okay.
Yeah,
So,
I want to give it. We're here, but we're in prime time.
Mr. DJ, do you like feet? Do you like feet? No, nothing. Because I don't know if you read the little stipulation in our contract. That's a good thing about these rookies. They just sign. They never read anything.
Yeah.
The stipulation is the loser has to kiss the winner's foot.
What? No.
Yeah, it's in the contract.
What? I didn't
See, I don't got to worry about that. See, Hubie, I already beat you. I'm going to beat you
I
again.
guess if you like feet, you don't have to worry about that, sure.
I already beat you once. You lost to Carlos not too long ago. You could not beat us. I don't know why you keep challenging us. You're not going to beat us.
You lost to me fair and square, honestly.
When it comes to the poop boots, though, poop boots swinging since '98. Just remember that, kid.
That poop boot's going to go up your ass.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's developing here. It's developing into just
no thanks.
Who knows? But I mean, DJ, do you want to say anything further to Hubie or ask him anything directly before I turn it over to your brother there, Carlos Jackson, and give his words or maybe wisdoms to Joe Payne? Maybe take out his wisdom teeth literally coming up on Sunday?
I just got to ask if your family's ready for you to be a vegetable for the rest of your life.
Now that didn't happen.
We'll see.
Well, that could be. Listen, I mean, senior citizens, vegetable states. I mean, that sounds like nursing home talk. We certainly don't want to endorse that. That is the poster. That is Carlos Jackson's face on there. And Champ, do you have anything that you want to say directly to Joe Payne? Maybe you want to tell Joe Payne not to show up this Sunday. Maybe you want to tell him to
he'll be there.
Fortnite. I mean, maybe you want to tell him just to, find something else to do this Sunday.
Before this event even starts, I hope he's a praying man. He's going to need God on his side when I whoop his ass. He's going to be seeing a dentist Monday morning, and he's going to need dentures by the time I'm done with you.
Oh, and Lord knows that I know about the dentist more than anybody else. That's for sure, ladies and gentlemen. And listen, let's get to some people here in the chat first before I have something else I want to share for the world on the EWA. Zilla's here in the house. Thank you, Zilla, for being
here. Hi, Zilla.
We have a lot to get to here. I want to say hello, by the way, to the prodigy, James Curry, who I heard from a birdie may be looking for some new places to go, and he's not too far from the state of Ohio. Could be another guy maybe looking to head to greener pastures potentially. And then there's this guy who's here Thursday night from 9 to 11 p.m. on 9/11, has said that he's heard of the EWA. You might want to stay tuned later this week for developments. And thank you very much. I would like my lovely friend who's here yesterday, Raleigh, to hear that, but she's now at the Yankees game, but that's on her because the Yankees are getting their butts kicked. She should have been here on Sportzwire and said, yeah, very good. I'm happy about that, but I'm a Mets fan, sadly. The Wrecking Crew, yeah, okay. More like we hate high school crew there. Ooh, some strong words there. Strong words. And if you're here, hit the sub button for us in the EWA. Yes, thank you, Zilla. I want to say hello to the IMF Hardcore Champion, Ox McCoy, who's in the house. Thank you, Ox. And yes, we're going to get to Black Hawk Zook here very shortly. Just hang on tight here. And fellas, see, there you go. I mean, the doors are opening. The doors are opening here. Let's get to some more comments real quick. How can you be a champ wearing a Cookie Monster pajamas?
Hey, I'm in my comfortable zone wherever I am. I bet if he comes down here, I could whoop his ass in these cookie pajamas.
Well, you know what? If it works for you, it's 2025. But I tell you what works for me real quick. I got to plug this before I got to other things here. We have a Patreon page here in the EWA. Now, if you like what you see from these guys and you want to see more action from them and you want to support your favorite superstars out there, this is how you do it. You go out there and you subscribe. You can join for free. There's going to be more options. You can get in touch with your favorite EWA stars. You can certainly maybe get a Zoom call with a cameo session with the Cleveland Wrecking Crew. Maybe Robert Scott will maybe want to join and do a cameo video for you for a very, very low price. Maybe you get Hubie Jenkins tuna dogs maybe for a low price, and all that stuff there. So please, I can't stress enough, supporting those who support us. Go and hit that Patreon page, EWA Central. I've given that link. So yes, Hubie.
I'm going to try to keep as much as I possibly can absolutely free on that Patreon as well.
Don't you worry, Hubie. I will definitely join the page, and I subscribe to everybody else's pages. So at this point, we'll add yours into the description. So we'll take care of that. Let me get to more things. Yes, kill shots here. Yes, EWA, bang, bang, kill shot. Yes, bang, bang. But yes, thank you very much. Who else we have here? Yes, hit the sub button for the EWA as well. Definitely hit that sub button for us. Also, Torrance Banks, a man that Robert Scott knows really well, and maybe Torrance Banks is looking to travel from where Robert Scott lives. You never know. Mr. Scott is going to give you all the tension. Well, he's in a foul mood tonight. He's in a foul mood. He's here in the main event.
He's always in a foul mood.
Well, that may be so, but we're going to find out, especially when Kenny Ice Collins is back here with us. How are you going to bully a nerd when you look like you're having a sleepover in pajamas and mom is probably making pizza rolls? That's the state of West Virginia, by the way.
Some Revolution Pizza, EWA sponsor.
Well, and you know what? We want to, by the way, give a big shout out to the Revolution Pizza, because the Revolution, when it comes to pizza and pizza making, starts with Revolution Pizza. This is authentic American pizza. This is even better than New York pizza because they got pasta, they got wings, they got fresh catering, and they support the EWA. If I could time travel, if I could travel right now, I'd go to Revolution and buy everybody in the locker room a slice of pizza, maybe even a pie or two, because we got to support Revolution Pizza, the very finest pizza around, not even in New York, Ohio, but the world. It is the revolution of pizza, and the revolution starts there. So please, if you're nearby the EWA Arena or the EWA Studios, make sure you grab a slice and tell them that the Reverend Tom Bryce sent you, and give them the check. But yes, please support our friends there in Revolution Pizza, because they've got the very best pizza, and take it from the guys. Thank you, Zilla. Thank you, Zilla. What's good, Torrance? What's good? Everybody's doing good. Think EWA looks fun. See, more people are here looking at seeing the EWA as a potential place to go. And poop boots. Yes, say that again. And you might need to find another challenge after Pain. Well, I tell you what, Torrance might be looking at you, Carlos, but you got to get first through Joe Payne. But yes, hello to Jade, who's definitely waiting for Thursday's show. I appreciate that. And maybe some guys here in the EWA might want to tune into that. Hit the sub button for the EWA. Let's get those subs up. I may need to take a closer look at the EWA. Blackhawk may need to come help close Carlos. Tough crowd for you, Cam, tonight. Tough crowd. And, buddy, I'll put you over my knee and give you an ass whooping your uncle failed to do.
Should have done it a long time ago.
And we love pizza rolls, by the way, but it's the official snack of West Virginia. We love pizza rolls. Thank you.
Yeah, I wish Chuck would try that. I don't even know who this dude is. He's Joe Payne.
Hiding behind his name.
Right, before I think Hubie, you're staying on, but I got to play a little snippet because we've got world premiere music. We've got brand new music that we have gotten a first chance to play, and we want to play it here right now for the audience. So there we go.
Brand new.
Coming out to this, Hubie, when you see DJ Storm and you make sure you put that boot there, you're coming out to brand new world premiere music. There it is.
Up the wazoo.
There it is.
You can debut all the new
brand new music.
Change
For the one and only high authority Hubie Jenkins. Check it out. Sounds great. And we'll get back to it. We'll put a link up in that in a little while. But all right, for you guys, do you have anything else you want to say before this coming Sunday?
Hubie, you could bring out all the new music you want to. It's not going to change the fact that you're going to get your ass kicked on Sunday.
Ooh. Yeah.
And you want to say anything else, Carlos? I know you got a lot to focus on, and we hope to get you on here after this coming Sunday.
Oh, we'll see what happens. I don't really got much else left to say. I said what I said. All these nerds commenting on your live. No disrespect to you, sir. No disrespect.
No, okay. You don't have to call me sir. I'm not old. I'm not as old as Hubie and some others. I'm not that old.
All these nerds talking about my pajamas, about Revolution Pizza. I'm in my comfort zone. I just had pizza about less than an hour ago. I'm
sure you eat a lot of pizza.
I was in Brooklyn. And I didn't get my slice of pizza because I just had tooth surgery. But maybe you'll have to, let me. Don't worry, I'll have Revolution Pizza soon enough, and the revolution will start there. But
yeah, for sure. Yep.
Well, we support Revolution.
Me and my tag team partner, we just had like 2 pies together.
You don't eat too much there because you want to make sure you work it out. This coming Sunday.
Carb load.
That's a good point.
I don't got to worry about too much with that pain, dude.
Well, he's definitely got his feelings. Are you sticking around with us, Hubie?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
I'm going to help co-host the show tonight.
I appreciate that, dude. You're going to have the tuna dogs, though. But thank you for that, Jade. And fellas, we'll let you run. Good luck this Sunday. And we can't even spell a 4-letter word, ? Nerd. Well, that's what it is. But thank you, Cleveland Wrecking Crew. And we shall see you coming up this Sunday. So good luck, fellas. No, there you go. That was the Cleveland Wrecking Crew. And Hubie, you got a tough act there to compete with. And Joe Payne, well, we'll see about no pain, no gain. But we are now joined here in his first words since he won the All Wrestling Matters Championship. Now, what do you go for? Now, I think it's Johnny Velocity. Now, I'm going to call you Johnny Velocity because that's what your championship you won it under as. And you're going to be in action coming up this Sunday. And I know you're a busy man, and set the tables for what we can expect here coming up this Sunday.
Well, let's get it straight. I'm still Dark Kron.
Okay.
Just, stipulations that I have to follow.
Okay.
I do.
You're in the EWA this Sunday, so I hear that you're going to be wrestling somebody that was actually a match that was supposed to happen last year in the same state. You guys have some history there, and he's got different colored hair, and he's also back now in the EWA. He did some promo wrestling for about a New York minute, and now he's come here to maybe try another Revolution again, and that guy goes by Mysticality, and he wants to settle a score that took place almost a year ago at this time.
Okay. I got a buddy that wants to join me this weekend too, so maybe we can work out a tag match.
Hubie, what do you think about that, Hubie? From my understanding, there might be something added there. What is your thoughts without revealing too much? If that's a route you want to go.
Hey, if I could get some people to settle their grudges at EWA from other federations, I'm more than willing to. More than up for the idea.
Well, I mean, we'll have to, I suppose, find out. I mean, that would be an interesting possibility there. And
well, can I just announce who I'm going to bring with me?
You can say whatever you want. I mean, you are the Underground OG. I mean, you are still the Underground OG. So, yeah, you could do whatever you want.
But just so everybody knows, I'm bringing a good friend of mine and of the channel.
Okay, all right. I mean, that could be a lot of names. I would hope still a lot of names.
And All Wrestling Matters.
All right, that certainly does make it more interesting. Okay, I'm listening.
One and only Justin Parsley.
Wait, can you repeat that? Because I might need to get my ears checked. Can you repeat that? Who are you bringing with you?
I'm bringing my longtime buddy, Justin Parsley.
A man that lived with you last year at Summer Bash, where you guys, I mean, speaking about revolutions, you guys revolutionized the underground circuit with one of the biggest super shows of our generation that you hosted. And as a matter of fact, you hosted 2 of those in a row. And you mean to tell me for the first time you're really going to tag team with the Hall Monitor, Justin Parsley, the man that is, well, in the Hall of Fame more than anybody else here on Sportswire Radio, and is here Thursday night from 9 to 11 p.m. on 9/11?
Yeah. Why not?
Oh,
we want to come check out the show, and if we got an opportunity to put him in a match, let's do it. I'm sure.
I'm game.
I'm sure he'll be okay with it.
I mean, I didn't. Wow, Hubie, what do you think?
We always carry
Yeah,
our.
I'm okay with it.
I'm sure. Does he got a partner?
I can't argue with the OG here.
What about Trey? Who's he going to tag with though?
Well, we'll just have to get at Trey and see if he could not come up with somebody.
Find him a partner, then, ain't he?
Well, I mean, Trey. Well, let me tell you something. Trey Mysticality, he's wanted you for a year, and he's talked about, previously about how he wants to take guys like you who, should pass the torch to people like him, and he's ready for this generation, and he sees eye to eye with the likes of the Cleveland Wrecking Crew, and he certainly is not pleased at all about you with the All Wrestling Matters Championship, and I'm sure that Trey Mysticality is going to save his talk for the ring coming up this Sunday. And he shared a locker room with Justin Parsley, and this might play right into the hands of Trey Mysticality because he knows Justin Parsley. He's been in a locker room with Justin Parsley in a place, well, that's true too. But he knows Justin Parsley. He's got him scouted out. I mean, and this could fall right into the trap of Trey Mysticality potentially.
I'm older, I'm wiser, more experienced. Same with Parsley. He has plenty of experience under his belt. You think this little kid's going to pull something over on us?
I don't know. He was a promo wrestler. He may cut a promo if he doesn't want to wait till Sunday. I mean, Hubie, this is a game, Hubie. You certainly are the high authority for a reason because you have just contractually allowed the Underground OG Johnny Velocity, aka Darkron, to now tag team with Justin Parsley.
A big high right now.
I mean,
right, EWA is on fire.
And you got him here. Yeah, the EWA is on fire, and that's why you need to hit that sub button for the EWA right now because there are a lot of people here that are hearing about the EWA for the first time, and this is definitely a company that you want to keep an eye on. And Hubie, wow, you certainly are the high authority for a reason because you've got the All Wrestling Matters champion here on his first word since he won the title this past Saturday in ROEW, and now he's going to be in action this coming Sunday. And also, the Underground OG is coming off a very successful victory here in the EWA over his brother, a huge victory, and the momentum seems to be now fully with the Underground OG, and you've got him here this coming Sunday at Thrillmania 14.
Well, it's a pleasure to have him.
Yes. Yeah.
If he wants to bring a partner, he wants to go against Trey. I've been hearing Trey running his yap, how he wants to take on Mr. Kron. So don't call him Corn.
Yeah,
I figure I'll let it be. Let's settle the score. That's what EWA is here for.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Well, let me ask you though this, Mr. Kron. I'm not going to certainly call you Corn or any other name out there, but I'll call you Johnny.
Is Johnny easier for you?
Johnny.
No, well, Johnny for Hubie might be, but
yes.
That's the EWA page. Please hit the sub button. I want to say hello to my buddy Eddie Pizzo, who unfortunately we missed each other when he returned back home to New York, which I'm disappointed about. Thank you, Eddie, though. And yes, EWA, hit the sub button for them. And Parsley in the EWA, you can say he's coming, but to no surprise, he already came. Yeah. And Justin Parsley's going to have plenty to say about this Thursday night, 9 o'clock. From 9 to 11, he's here. So, Hubie, you might want to introduce yourself to Mr. Parsley then. But I got to ask you, champ, what does it mean to you now to be the All Wrestling Matters World Underground Champion? Your first singles championship here in this current stage of your career, and what does it mean to you?
Okay, I don't want to take too much away from Joey's blog. I did a little something for Jovi, so tune in for that.
Well, we'll tune in for that. Yes, we will definitely tune in for Jovi.
You got everybody that follows me knows that I've been a big part of the All Wrestling movement. So to win this is like one of the most meaningful titles for me. Any of all the titles in the underground in the back, this one means the most. And I have it. I really can't believe I have it. And the support that followed, I appreciate every one of you.
No, you know what? You definitely deserved it. It was a great match. You and CJ put on an outstanding match. And I would encourage people to watch that on the ROEW YouTube page. Please go out there and watch that, and please support ROEW as well, because there's a lot of great content on their page, which you're a part of, and I would highly encourage people to please support them as well.
I beat the most hated man in the underground right now.
Well, I mean,
that's a big match right there.
Well, you got a big victory. You got a huge victory. Definitely a defining win in your career. Definitely a defining moment. I think you're going to do a lot of great things. I think it's definitely poetic to have you as the All Wrestling Matters champion, and I'm sure
somebody that respects this belt.
I'm sure on Jovi's vlog you're going to certainly talk more about that. I'm sure we're all going to tune into that on Jovi's YouTube channel. Please support there. Also, the All Wrestling Matters archive page. But I know you're a busy man. I know you've got to run because you've got to get to Sunday, and I know we're all very, very now. What a way you make an announcement, because Justin Parsley is here Thursday night, and I'm gonna. You know what? I have a lot to say to Justin Parsley, but I'm going to go lead off with that Thursday. I'm going to ask Justin Parsley. That's my first question for Justin Parsley. I'm really going to start off with the fact that you're now coming really to the EWA, and you're really tagging with the Underground OG. I mean, this is something, I mean, people have talked about you and him, and, you know, and now it's happening after, almost
it's
3
actually
years.
happening. I'm really ecstatic. I'm really ecstatic for it.
It's definitely a watershed moment. I think a lot of people are going to be pumped up for it. It's another reason why to tune in, especially now with the announcement of Justin Parsley being a part of the EWA. But Champ, is there anything else that you want to say here before we let you move on here into other things?
No, thank you, Hubie, for the opportunities that you've given us. You know, me and my brother coming out. You know, we had a great time out there. Can't wait to come back. I'm going to bring as many friends as I can because I know they'll have fun out there too. So thank you for everything. Love the locker room, all you guys.
Pleasure is all mine.
Well, I got one more surprise, Hubie. Can I share my screen? I wasn't going to do it, but I was going to do it after the Underground OG was going to leave. But if I could share my screen for a moment, Hubie, am I granted the okay?
Floor is yours.
Okay, I want to make sure because I want to make sure I get this right, because I wanted the Underground OG to be here for this, because congratulations. The EWA goes into the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame, but that's a great moment as well. But apparently I've received word that there's somebody here backstage, and this is your moment, the Underground OG. This is Hubie's platform, and I think I may have to bring this person onto the stage here, only if the Underground OG and Mr. High Authority himself, Hubie Jenkins, would allow me to.
I invite all.
Well,
hey, it's the big Thrillmania pre-show. If he's part of the event, put him on.
Oh, I think he's going to be a part of it now, because wait a minute. That really is.
No.
That is really the home monitor of Sportswire Radio, who now was really just announced as a part of the EWA this coming Sunday, Thrillmania 14, who's here Thursday night, and it's the home monitor himself, Justin Parsley. What really brings you here right now?
And IMF Tag Team Champion, former XPW Tag Team Champion.
You really are the King of Palo winner as well, by the way. And
that is absolutely true. But I am a tag team specialist, and I think that's what we're here to talk about tonight, right?
You have definitely won tag team gold in many places, and you've certainly held the IMF Tag Team Championship now for going on nearly 5 months. And there it is. And wow, I didn't see this one coming.
As the dream team you never knew you needed, Tom. How about that? Kron and the Healing Herb together again.
And you got fans here, by the way.
Finally together.
Right. We'll do one of those. That'll be like our thing. You like that? You like that? We do like that too. Sweet. And then yeah. Just look at us keeping it real here.
I just thought
EWA, I heard this was an opportunity. I could tag team with Kron. That was a dream for me. I mean, a dream come true. So
yeah, I mean, you guys lived together, and now you're finally going to be a team. Who would have guessed?
It's a dream to actually work with Mr. Parsley, to actually be in here and working with him, not against him.
And, Mr. Parsley, this means actually you're in another Hall of Fame technically now. You're really in another Hall of Fame before Thursday show. So I guess this would be number 9. So I guess, boy, you just walked into another Hall of Fame appearance. Boy, that'll get people talking.
And you're right. Thursday, we have a show, 9/11, from 9
Yes.
to 11. We're going to be
9
doing a
to
show.
11, we're here 9 to 11, and I would encourage the EWA locker room to introduce themselves to Mr. Parsley in case they haven't. And there you have it. Wow.
All are welcome. Like my tag team partner said, all are welcome.
Well, we want to make sure that will Trey Mysticality be welcomed, actually?
Okay. You really want to get me started right now? This was a nice celebration.
No,
this was a good time.
Yeah,
Now bring it down.
No, sir. Hubie, you want to say anything to Justin, by the way? I mean, you obviously, had the high authority to bring him in and allow it.
I just want to welcome the EWA, introduce myself. I'm Hubie Jenkins. This is the EWA, and can't wait to have you.
Well, this is a formal introduction. I appreciate you having me, and I hope you enjoy all the highlights and the reels that come with it.
Okay.
Oh, they'll be reels. They'll be reels.
Yeah, that's all we do is keep it real. Is that not right?
Maybe.
It's real.
Oh, they will be. Oh, it's real. And ladies and
Once
gentlemen, I
real.
guess this is just the reason why you should be here Thursday night from 9 to 11. One half of the IMF Tag Team Champions, the King of Palo winner himself, a man that has held tag team gold longer than I think anybody in the underground this generation in
Longer than me.
multiple companies. And but you got the All
First
Wrestling
time for
Matters
everything,
Championship. Well,
We could extend that.
congratulations on that, and yeah, and there you have it. We know these two men want to go and enjoy the healing herbs that they like, and by the way,
It's
Hubie,
crazy. We've been on
there's a guy.
Yeah.
Also,
I
by
don't
the
mean
way,
to interrupt you.
before you
Go ahead.
guys go, I understand there's a guy that was here yesterday, Hubie, from your state. His name is Tommy Titus, and he owns another company. And I know you were talked about there. And anything you want to say to this guy, Tommy Titus? Maybe you want to invite him to Sunday's show and his friend, Unforgiven Soul Hunter, because I understand that they run a promo wrestling company not too far down the road from you. Anything you want to? Maybe you haven't met these guys yet, Hubie, but maybe
Actually, unfortunately, I was.
You were busy having tuna dogs. You haven't,
Hematologist Dr. Jenkins.
you haven't plenty of tuna dogs. I got that, but maybe you want to see those guys on Sunday, or maybe
Yes, and I unfortunately missed a show yesterday.
Oh, it's okay, Hubie. You can miss.
But I did message them and talk to them off camera. We had a really good conversation. Invited them to EWA as well. So the door is open for them as well.
Well, you know what? I got a big surprise for you, Hubie, later, but you'll have to stay tuned because you're going to join us. You two, maybe we're going to call you guys the real dream team here. The Underground OG, Darkron, Johnny Velocity, and really Justin Parsley. And
you have to call him Kron. You have to call him Kron when he teams with me.
Okay, I'm going to call him.
You have to call him Kron, not JD.
Okay,
he's a varsity player in my eyes.
I mean, he's not junior. I mean, Trey Mysticality is junior varsity. I mean, he's basically intramurals. But
the mascot is junior varsity.
Oh,
the water boy.
Actually,
that was a great movie.
This is the mascot of EWA.
Hey, listen, that was a great movie. That was a great movie. That was a great movie. The Water Boy.
Yes, it was.
But you respect my authority there. I mean, Hubie Jenkins, that's where he got the idea of being the high authority. But do you fellas, you two, want to say anything before you guys enjoy maybe some, healing herb for the rest of the evening?
Just enjoy the show Sunday when the Dream Team shows up.
You know what? This will be better than when Michael, Larry, and Magic team together in Barcelona. But maybe this will be definitely a lot better than that. Yeah,
I remember that.
Than that, But Mr. Parsley, you always have plenty to say. Anything you want to say before we see you on Thursday, finally on Sportswire?
Man, I'm just honored to be the Pippin to this guy's MJ. I appreciate all he's done for the underground. He's the freaking Moses, the Adam. Like he is the old school Genesis OG, and I have the opportunity to team with him, and it's an honor and it's a privilege, and I appreciate you letting us announce it here on Sportswire Radio.
Well, you got to thank Hubie on that, not
like
me.
Nobody else.
You got to thank Hubie.
Hubie, thank you.
Yeah,
Hubie,
not me.
I can't wait to shake your hand. That's the kind of man that I am. I can't wait. I look forward to that.
Also, Tommy says
100%.
that's an idea to show up Sunday. Maybe you'll meet Tommy. He was looking forward to showing up here. That would be fun. And Justin, there's a big fan of yours, by the way. Just saying, there's a big fan of yours here.
I'm actually the greatest PWF champion of all time too, but she's
I've
just
heard
blinded by the lie.
Champion. I've heard one half of the greatest tag team champion of all time, greatest King of Palo winner. I've heard greatest Hall of Famer in Sportswire radio history.
Keep them coming.
I've heard greatest tag team to never wrestle together with this guy Anthony, last name Steele. I mean,
all I do is break barricades. That's all I do, Tom. Breaking down walls.
I've also
busting
heard
down barricades.
I've heard greatest podcaster on your own channel, Circle of Jerks, by the way.
I've said that about myself before. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I've
do this wrestling.
I've heard that. You know what? And I'm going to do it because I feel like it, because there can't be no other way. I'm going to plug your YouTube channel because people should go give you a sub, because I don't know why you haven't gotten more subs. So I'm going to change that right now.
Get those subs up. Come on, let's get those subs
hit the sub button for him. I see a bunch of people.
Account.
I see Killshot. I see Tommy Titus. I see a lot of people here. So if you want to meet Justin Parsley on Sunday, you want to show up, and you're nearby the area, hit the sub button there for Justin Parsley and his YouTube channel. And you have a big fan here, Soldier's niece. And you have to wait. Stay tuned. Can we get no, we're not going to do Twin Tower jokes. Especially, we can't, unfortunately, that we can't do because, there's some, technically my dad's death is related to the Twin Towers. So I can't really go that far. And you know me, I like humor, but yes, and Jade is definitely there for that. Thank you, Eddie. You people whoop on Mr. Parsley and Mr. Kron. I'm going to let you guys enjoy some healing herbs, and it was really fun. And I got one more thing, Mr. Parsley. I have to share this because I'm like instructed by your big fan. Your big fan Jade keeps spamming my Instagram, so I've got to show this video. And give me 1 second. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, he's okay. Maybe he's embarrassed. I don't know. But let me show this video because this is here for you, Justin Parsley. And there you go. There's the video. But that's what it is. Living Parsley that way. Great video. And that's what we think that's really here. And great stuff. And thank you, Justin Parsley. Thank you, Dark Kron. Yeah, I just that's the magic of technology. And fellas, go enjoy the healing herbs. You go enjoy. I've taken too much of your time, and we'll see you fellas on Thursday, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Justin Parsley, who was speechless there. Thank you, Mr. Kron, and congratulations again on winning the All Wrestling Matters World. Well, thank you, sir. Hubie, I know we have some other people to get to, so I'm going to do it here right now, and I think I've got. Ooh, oh boy, we got some company here, Hubie. You thought it was really fun just before? Not so fast, ladies and gentlemen. Not so fast.
It always drops about 10, 15 degrees anytime Backwoods Zook is around.
Well, I'm definitely treading very lightly here. And I mean, Zach, what do you want to say right now?
I want you to know there is nothing you're going to do, nothing you can do that is going to make you win the match Sunday. I am walking out. I am finishing this. I am tired of you guys bothering me. You took out two of my best friends in this business. And I'm going to get the revenge for them. This Sunday it ends. I'm tired of you guys. You have taken pieces out of my body. You have taken years off of my life. This is personal. You do understand that, right?
The only thing that you've gotten right so far is that it will end on Sunday. We're not wrestling. We're fighting. I don't care about winning, losing. I only care about surviving. Each time that we've gotten into the squared circle, I've been pulled off your lifeless body. So what are you going to do Sunday when there's nobody to pull me off of you? And I start tearing into you piece by piece. I will shred you apart.
Hey, Zook, you are mean. You are scary. You are tough. But you also have somebody by your side every time.
They're there for your protection.
I've been by myself almost this entire time, and you still haven't held me down. You still haven't kept me down. So what do you think you're going to do Sunday that's going to be different than the other times?
I'm
Because I
going
can
to
tell you
break
what's
your
different about
limbs.
me. Oh, like my shoulder? The thing that I
More
had
than
to
that.
rehab? The thing that I had to call off work for? It didn't keep me down. I went on and I almost won the EWA championship. There's nothing you can do. No matter how hard you try, no matter how many people you take away from me, there's nothing you're going to do that ever keeps me down. And I'm starting to think that bothers you. That bothers you and your monster shade. Well, let it bother you then. Let it piss you off. But it's not going to change. Do you hear me?
Have you
Well,
ever felt cold steel peel your flesh? Not only will I break your bones, but I will flay you. You'd be surprised at the things that come out of a body.
You know, I have received this video. If I could play it, because if I don't, I may be getting the steel from Mr. Backwoods Zook into the other part of my mouth. So I have to, and this is for you, Mr. Wright, especially. I have now the ability to play a video, which just, ladies and gentlemen, tread very lightly when you watch this. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I don't know why I can't play it just now. We'll come back to that because there's an issue there. We'll come right back to it. There's an issue on that end. Mr. Riot, well, I fixed that. You have any rebuttal?
Any rebuttal? I think I've said my my intentions pretty clear. Sunday, I am walking out the winner. Sunday, this is over. Sunday, if you still have a personal problem with me, take it up with yourself. I am walking out. I'm not being carried out. I'm not being stretchered out. I'm not being put in a body bag. There's nothing that's going to stop me from walking out Sunday. I will leave on my 2 own feet.
No. No, you won't. You won't be able to walk out. You won't be able to be stretchered out. There's going to be pieces of you. And I'm going to let each member of the audience take a piece of you home. But most of you, that's for me. It's winter time, which means it's harvest time.
Oh! Wintertime is coming. It's coming, ladies and gentlemen. It is coming, and we've got the video here. It looks like now. I'll be able to play it now, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, technology is really a bogus thing. Boy, here we go.
You didn't listen. Stay down. When my monster Shade beat you. Now it's time for my monster Zook to eat you. You can see your fire is already lit. There is nobody left that will save you.
Oh my God, nobody can save you. Ladies and gentlemen, Zach Wright, you may have said how important this is to win, but Backwoods Zook, yeah, I'm not getting in the middle of this. There really isn't much more to say. The talking is over. We just see you guys Sunday, and yeah, with that video there, yeah, listen, tread very lightly, and you ever see the song Feed My Frankenstein? Well, that could very well be the case because Backwoods Zook and Zach Wright's going to be one for the ages, and fellas, I'm going to just say,
Sunday?
good luck.
Thank you. Sunday, I may walk into hell, but I am walking back out.
Yeah, I'm with Dark Hunt on this one. I would never cross after what I just saw just now, Hubie. Yeah, I'm never crossing paths with him. Hello to J Rod, and yeah, thank you, Killshot, and yeah, thank you everybody, and please just go backwards. Doesn't put steel in your mouth. Hit that sub button for the EWA. Go follow them on Patreon. Just support the EWA, just by any means necessary, because you don't want to see what we're gonna see here come up this Sunday, fellas. I'm gonna let you guys run. Thank you so much. And yeah, oh my God, backwards Zook. Just you gotta go. You know, Hubie, listen, that was just crazy. That was scary stuff. You know, just I tell you what, that I've been doing this a long time. You've been in this sport a long time. I don't know if I've seen anything like that before.
I hate being in the same county as Backwoods Zook.
I would hate being in the same building as him, but you're gonna be.
Oh my God, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, being that close to him.
But you know, Hubie, before I bring on the main event here tonight, I did have something for you. You know, I know that we've already done something nicely for the EWA, but I have a little surprise for you. No, you're not getting Carlos Jackson back on. No,
oh God.
No, you're not getting DJ Storm back on, but I have a little surprise for you because I think you're going to be blown away with what I'm going to do for you, because I think that this is going to be something that'll really cap this special night. And before I get to the main event, I want you to have this on behalf of Sportswire Radio and yours truly, because now you're the newest member of the Sportswire Radio Hall of
Two
Fame.
times.
Yep, that's it. 2 times in a day. You're going into Justin Parsley territory, but congratulations.
Well, I got a long way for that, but.
Well, yeah, you do. You got to get on a few more shows, but I'm sure we'll take care of that. But no, listen, congratulations.
Thank you.
And thank you for all you do for our sport. Thank you for making things very exciting here in the state of Ohio. A lot of exciting stuff. Justin Parsley's here in the EW. You've got, you call him Corn, but he calls himself Kron/Velocity. You've got Forsaken. I'm calling him Mysticality still. They may call him other things, but whatever it might be, congratulations, because you are in the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame. And we'll take this off the screen because we've got still one more thing to talk about. And for you, Hubie, I can't wait to see this, because I've been waiting for a minute to have these guys on face to face. And we're going to do that. And we're joined here by the man that held the EWA.
The Iceman cold as ice.
But you know what? He might be, well, a lot colder now, because the man, the myth, and now two-time EWA champion, the Empire State's own Mr. Robert Scott. Fellas,
so, how's that second title reign going for you there, Mr. Bobby?
Why don't you put some respect on it, Hubie? You call me a weasel, you're classless. I beat 3 opponents, and then you want to throw in one of your boys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, put it this way, and I got a surprise for you, ex-champ.
Oh.
Put it this way.
Okay.
I've been in discussions with a few friends.
Friends?
And put it this way, come Sunday, because they despise you as much as I do, the Cleveland Wrecking Crew has a new member, and that's me, Mr. Robert Scott.
Robert Scott, the guy that, listen, and we know what you said here last a few weeks ago when you attacked, senselessly EWA members and Kenny Ice Collins. I know you literally felt that. And now you're a part of the Wrecking Crew. You're the third man. You're the third man.
Believe it.
Oh, my God, ladies and gentlemen, you thought Hogan joined the NWO as the third man was up there? Well, Mr. Robert Scott, the man that sits on top of the throne here in the state of Ohio in the EWA, is now Cleveland Wrecking Crew. Kenny Ice Collins, so nice to meet you, but you must not be as cool as Ice right now, because you are definitely hot-headed, I can imagine, after hearing that. And what do you want to say now to Mr. Robert Scott? Because this match has been now weeks in the making, coming up this Sunday.
Weeks in the making. Man, it's been months in the making, I'll tell you what. Because this man attacked me backstage at EWA, and he was the reason.
Sportswire. He came on here a few weeks ago and admitted that. I mean, that's why I said literally you felt the brunt of Mr. Robert Scott.
He was the reason that I had to take a month off of wrestling because of my shoulder. And let me tell you something. During that time, I really had to do some soul searching, and I really had to get deep down in touch with myself, because honestly, I feel like I forgot who I was. I really feel like I forgot who I was. And not only that, I feel like everyone else forgot who I was. I forgot that I was the kid when I was 3 years old that broke his goddamn collarbone from jumping off the table. I'm the guy who back in high school in my musical, I fell from the rafters because the cable that was supposed to drop me down in the scene broke, and I fell 30 feet and still finished the goddamn scene.
Whoa.
I am the guy that tore my infraspinatus on my left shoulder and still wrestled. I'm the guy that, even though I took a month off, I never missed a goddamn show. And even though I took a month off, I still defended my title. And this man hiding behind a screen from me has the audacity to call himself champion. He's nothing
I got
more
the belt.
than what everyone
That's
else
all that
calls.
matters. I am the champion.
You are nothing more than what everyone else calls you. You're a weasel. You're
I'm
nothing
not a
more than
weasel.
Amen.
You are
Get
a
that
weasel.
through your thick head right now. Or you know what? I'm going to pound on you to
You
get
did
it
not
on your
win
thick
that
head.
title fair and square. You did not, and you know it. And you know what? Come this Sunday, not only am I going to remind everyone else who the hell I am, I'm going to remind you who the hell I am, because I'm going to beat the absolute shit out of you.
Kenny, let me ask you this question before I
Big
get
talk
to
for a little man.
Kenny, let me ask you this question before I get to the incumbent, Mr. Robert Scott. What would it mean to you to regain the EWA championship? What would that mean to you this Sunday?
It wouldn't just mean that much to me. It would mean something to every single EWA faithful that is sick of this man weaseling his way into every single victory that he has. I'm sick of people like him. I'm sick of people like Trevor Amir. I'm sick of people that think they can just weasel their way to titles, to weasel their way into situations on top of people that work their asses off in this business. I spent 7.5 years in this business, and it disgusts me when people like Robert Scott think they can just walk in and just, take little tricks and shortcuts to the top, when people like me, when people like Zach Riot have worked their whole career. You know you don't deserve that EWA title, and come this Sunday, I'm going to prove it.
Mr.
You
Robert
want to
Scott?
wrestle?
Well, we're going to
You
find
still
out.
preaching at me? When are you going to stop preaching at me? I've been in this freaking business for 23 freaking years. Yeah, I tried to do everything the right way. Where to get me? Nowhere. So I took a few shortcuts, if that's what you want to call them. What do I have because of those shortcuts? I have the belt, your belt.
Yeah, you're right.
I hope that
My
makes you
belt.
sick to your stomach, because you make me sick to my stomach. Young up and coming punk.
Ooh.
Young and up and coming punk. The same young and up and coming punk who wrestled for Ricardo Rodriguez's promotion, Three Legacies Wrestling.
I know
out in
Three
Lancaster,
Legacy very
Pennsylvania.
well. I know it. I know Three Legacy.
I don't think you know what you're going up against when you step in the ring with me this Sunday.
Ooh.
Call me an up and comer. I'm going to show you why up and comers like me deserve to put down old dogs like you.
Oh. Mr. Robert Scott, you must have something to say toward that. You must have
Old
something.
dog like me, huh? You just went into a graveyard, son, and you started digging up a grave you shouldn't have dug up. You call me an old dog? Well, that old dog was buried back in 2012. And now you want to revisit that grave? You want to start pounding on that coffin? come Sunday, you're going to see why this old dog has some new tricks.
New tricks. Bring all the tricks you want. Bring anything you want. Bring the Cleveland Wrecking Crew. I don't care. I'm going to prove to you and prove to everyone else why I am still the coldest man in wrestling, why I am the Prince of Pater, the Pharaoh of Flex, the Sultan of Swag, why I am Kenny Ice Collins. And you can put money on that because that is a big bet.
Kenny, I got to ask you this question because we now know Robert Scott is the third man in the Wrecking Crew. We know that the presence of DJ Storm and Carlos Jackson, they loom. They loom ever so closely here in this match. The numbers game, you've already felt it here last time when Mr. Scott cashed in on you after you had retained the championship over DJ Storm. How are you going to be able to deal with that numbers game that looms large here in this match? How can you compete with that?
To be honest with you, I don't have tricks up my sleeve like Robert Scott does. I don't have people hiding behind the curtain ready to run and save me whenever things are going wrong. So you know what? I'm going to stick to my guts. I'm going to stick to my training, and I'm going to stick to the power that the EWA fans give me. The EWA faithful drive me. They will put me through this match. They will help me. I have no other choice but to win that title this Sunday. I don't care who else he brings out there with him. I'll fight all three of them.
Well, I'll tell you what, Hubie, you must want to say something because this is the match that a lot of people have been eagerly wanting to see one-on-one. The now two-time EWA champion, Mr. Robert Scott, now a healthy Kenny Ice Collins. Hubie, you announced it here on Sportswire a few weeks ago when Mr. Scott was here that Kenny Ice Collins was going to recover. He was going to be here for this Thrillmania. This is the biggest show in the EWA's history. We've seen a big crowd here, a lot on the line, and Hubie, what do you think here going into this for this Sunday?
I just I want to apologize to Kenny Ice Collins, Mr. Robert Scott, being in that opportunity, weaseling his way into the domination elimination and getting that anytime, anywhere contract. But it was the stipulation. But I got all the confidence in the world in you. I've seen your heart, your determination. I know that you are basically unbelievable for what you did for beating Kano after wrestling a match before to win that title in the first place. I don't think, honestly, anybody else on the roster would have been able to will that out. What I have to say to Mr. Robert Scott is, like I said it before and I'll say it again, I don't agree with the way how you won the belt, but I can't argue that you did win it. So I have to give you props for that. I just want to see the best man win this Sunday in the main event of Thrillmania.
Well, we're going to find that out, and I want to get to some comments before I give both men an opportunity to ask a question to each other. It is going to take place this Sunday. Absolutely. This is the main event of Thrillmania 14, and we know already what's been announced so far. We've got the Underground OG Darkron, the brand new All Wrestling Matters World Underground Champion and one half of the IMF Tag Team Champions, and the King of Palo winner, Thursday's guest here, Justin Parsley. They're really teaming, and they're teaming up against Trey Mysticality and a partner of his choice. We're going to find that out between now and Sunday. Trey Mysticality and Darkron, for those that have not been following, they have a long history with each other. That actually also corresponds in a promotion in the state of Ohio. That shows you their history. We're also going to see Carlos Jackson, the Eternal Champion, square off with Joe Payne, who won the EWA Championship from Mr. Robert Scott there for about quicker than a New York minute, just about.
90 seconds.
Yeah, I was almost there. And then we've got Hubie Jenkins, who's going to be in action in a Poo Boots match against, well, the one and only DJ Storm, who is here. So you got a lot of action. And boy, I mean, we can't forget about Backwoods Zook and Zach Wright. I mean, listen, that might have been the most scariest segment I've seen here in a long time on Sportswire. There is a lot of great matches. I mean, I am sure we're going to see more developments. The way you can do that is by going to the EWA Facebook group. Please join that. Hit the sub button there for the EWA. You can do that on YouTube, Patreon now. We have a Patreon page for the EWA, and there is many, many other ways in the future that you can go out there and support the EWA. This is definitely a company. You're going to see a lot more people here. Justin Parsley is going to talk about this Thursday night. I'm sure you'll see some familiar faces. Hit the Patreon button, subscribe for free, and then there'll be other increments. And Robert Scott is dirty scared of Zack Riot. Well, Robert Scott's got that Cleveland Wrecking Crew. He don't seem too scared. And he was just in the state of New York, wrestling in a state for the first time that he has called home in over a decade. James Taylor, the legendary James Taylor. I don't know how far Alabama to Ohio is, but I'd love to see James Taylor out there. But Robert Scott for the win. Zealous Team Wrecking Crew and Team Mr. Robert Scott. You could say that again here. Zack Riot was cheated. He should have had the shot at Kenny. The dream match of Kenny versus Zack Riot, two greats. Well, right now it's Robert Scott and Kenny Ice Collins. And, Zilla's Team Wrecking Crew all the way. Yes, hello to James Taylor. Also, there's Justin Parsley giving us Spanish. Mr. Robert Scott. So you've got some people out there still, Team Robert Scott. Kenny is the best. And this is why, I tell you what, I can't wait. I think Zook is going to eat. Yeah, Zack Riot might be the breakfast, lunch, and dinner there. Riot, don't let me down. We're going to find that out. Kenny all day, but Robert Scott for the win. All right. I can't wait. It's a mixed crowd because there's obviously some people who are Team Wrecking Crew and some people are behind the Prince of Pay Dirt. And I could certainly see why I'm excited about this Sunday, but I'm going to tell you what. I want to give you guys both the opportunity to ask each other a question before we sign off. I'm going with you first, Kenny Ice Collins. Obviously, you're the man that held this championship. You're the man that had this taken away from you. I want to give you the opportunity to ask Robert Scott anything else here before we sign off.
I do have a question for him, and I had a lot of time to think about this question. Mr. Robert Scott, when all the tricks don't work anymore, when all the cards turn up blank, when the Wrecking Crew is hugging their tail between their legs and going back to mom's basement to have some more pizza rolls, when all is said and done and you're sitting up looking at the lights, what do you do then? What's next for Robert Scott after Kenny Collins teaches you that an old dog doesn't have any more tricks up his sleeve?
Brought up a good point there. Got me thinking. It's not going to come to that, so I'm not worried about that right now. But if and when it comes to that, I can't think about that right now. I got to concentrate on you come Sunday at Thrillmania. As far as I'm concerned, I've put all my cards on the table. I've done everything I could do to get this title. Maybe you could say I sold my soul to the devil to get to this title. And maybe I've made some mistakes along the way. Maybe I have regrets. Maybe I don't. But that's for me to know and for you to find out.
Champ, I give you conversely the opportunity if you'd like to ask Kenny Ice Collins a question.
Here's the deal, Kenny. At the end of the day, it comes down to two things. Respect and respect. I'm gonna put this out there to you. Win, lose, or draw, I don't care. I want to shake your hand, or you're going to shake my hand at the end of that match. Win, lose, or draw. Do you agree with that?
I'll tell you what. I do respect the 23 years that you've had in this business. And you and I have been through a lot, and not just this promotion. You know that. So I respect the hell out of you. But I'll tell you one thing. I don't respect the way you won that EWA title. So I'll shake your hand if you earn it.
All right, I'm going to ask you guys one more question before we get to closing thoughts. For both you men, is this the biggest match of your careers coming up this Sunday?
I'll let the challenger go first.
Oh, boy, you know he's from my state there. That's what Mr. Robert Scott, feisty there. Feisty.
I'll tell you what. Yes, this is one of the biggest matches of my career. And it's not because where I'm wrestling at. It's not because of who I'm wrestling. Because I've been all over. Been to California, been to New Jersey, been to Michigan, West Virginia, you name it. I've wrestled names that, heck, you've probably seen on TV.
Yeah.
But this is one of the most important matches of my career because of who I'm wrestling for. It's not just for me. It's for every single person in the EWA faithful that has had a dream of stepping inside that squared circle. It's for everyone that's had a dream of lacing up a pair of boots and running the ropes. It's for everyone that has worked and achieved that dream and have bumped and have bled, sweat, and cried to get to where they are in the business. I wrestle for pro wrestling this Sunday.
Well, those are some really, really poetic words there, and I'm very excited about it. And I think we all are very excited about Sunday. I think Sunday is either the dawning or the continuation of what we've seen so far in the EWA. Will Kenny Ice Collins return where he was before as the EWA champion, or will Mr. Robert Scott and the Cleveland Wrecking Crew continue their dominance now that he's the third man? He's the third man of the Wrecking Crew, and he has got, he's got the numbers game. He's got the numbers game, and he wants to continue his run by any means necessary as the two-time EWA champion. We're going to find it out. You need to hit the sub button for me for the EWA Patreon. Also, Facebook group. Please join the Facebook group. You must support the EWA. We will, by the way, I want to remind both you men that Mr. Robert Scott is here. He's here in 2 weeks. Robert Scott is here on the 25th. I'm just reminding you. Now, Mr. Collins, Robert Scott is going to address the world, and if he's on top, he's going to talk about what he'll do to remain on top forever, or if you beat him, he'll talk about maybe what went wrong. We'll have to find out, and that's why you need to support us and support the EWA. Hubie, it's been quite a night. It's been quite an interesting night. Yes. What an interesting night, and really congratulations to the EWA on the success. We've got new names. We've got promo wrestlers maybe on the way. We've got guys like Kenny Ice Collins who are back in action. You're in action, Hubie Jenkins. You're going to continue what you do in a match that, by the way, you always continue to reign in. But do you want to say anything else here, Hubie, before we sign off tonight?
Yes, I want to say, and this is coming from Will. This isn't even coming from Hubie Jenkins here.
You can say from Hubie.
I want to say from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate being part of the Underground and Backyard Wrestling Hall of Fame. When I was 11 years old, my dad tragically passed away.
I'm so sorry.
And when you're a kid, wrestling was our thing. And when you're an 11-year-old kid, you really don't have much adult things with, you really don't develop that relationship yet. So that's, how much wrestling means to me. Like more than just about anything else there. And I can't believe when back in 1998, a bunch of teenagers in a backyard wrestling on mattresses turned into the EWA, what it is now. Like, I'll tell you that the 9 years that I stepped away, I had a drug problem. I was an alcoholic. I've been sober for almost 13 years now.
I'm glad. Thank God.
And quitting for that 9 years of wrestling was harder than all that combined. So, like I said, I can't believe we've had people who wrestled in the major companies. We've had men and women that, were in WWE, AEW, the Impact app, Renaissance Pro Wrestling, which is Billy Corgan's wrestling league.
Yes.
ROH. All those federations, either people from EWA came before or after and wrestled in my ring. So I just cannot tell you how proud and how happy I am to be part of the Sportswire Hall of Fame and for the EWA to be.
Well, I think that's why you deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, and the EWA deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, because you have obviously overcome a lot, but the EWA is, fought hard, and, people talk and they say different feelings about different things about underground and backyard wrestling, and all wrestling matters. I'll let those people have their opinions, but this is why, ladies and gentlemen, to me, all wrestling does matter.
I truly believe that.
It will matter. And as long as I have a voice, if the dentist doesn't get to my right side of my mouth just yet, as long as I have a voice, as God is my witness, I will do my best to support those that want to have an opportunity. And it is always going to be that way here. And I want to thank you, and I want to thank all three of you men here for all you do for our sport. I don't want to, go too much into, different things, but I'm so happy that you're all here, and I am so happy the EWA is here, and I'm so happy to see different people coming in.
You get a chance. I want to say one more thing.
You can say anything you want, because you are from my state. You could find where I live.
Let me just tell you this. This is coming from my heart. You take it for what it is.
Yes, sir.
I have enjoyed my time with EWA. It's given me a resurgence. And let me tell you, I'm ready to do what I have to do to take us to the next level.
Well, we'll see if you can pull off a Josh Allen to keep your championship this Sunday. And Kenny, I want to give you the opportunity. You want to say anything else before we sign off? I'll give you the opportunity, because Mr. Scott just gave his word or two. You have a word or two you want to say before we go?
Just tune in Sunday.
Short, sweet, and to the point, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I can't wait. And I can't wait, because Mr. Robert Scott's going to be here 2 weeks from this Thursday. And
this is still coming home to New York. Remember that.
Remember what you said. That's my title.
That's mine.
We might need the National Guard to break these two men up. We may need them from my state, because I got my state's National Guard shirt on. We're going to find it out. I can't wait to see what happens here. Please, one more time, support the EWA on YouTube, Patreon, Facebook, and yes, EWA, 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 EWA. Yes, please support, live, and love the EWA. Live, love it, EWA. Live, love it, EWA. Live, love it, EWA. Live, love it, EWA. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You hear those war chants, because we love the EWA here, ladies and gentlemen. You are going to live it. You are going to love it. And you are going to live it through these men and women that go out there on a day-to-day basis to support that. Yes, yes, yes. Congratulations, Hubie. I can't call you by your other name, but you are Hubie to us. It doesn't matter, because all of you are in the Hall of Fame. and we'll get the rest of you in. Give us more episodes to do that. But fellas, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody else here that was a part of the show, and even backwards Zuck, because that was definitely one
Yes.
I'm going to remember for a while. Yeah, even him. And thank you, everybody. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice, figuratively and literally, with all music and wrestling matters. If you're here on Sportswire Radio, please support all these great talents here from the EWA. And we'll be back here Thursday night on September 11th from 9 to 11 p.m. with Justin Parsley, who, oh, by the way, is going to be there this coming Sunday with these men. So the thrill is definitely not gone at all. And thank you so much, everybody. Hit the sub button for us. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. On the number one Global Radio station, that is Sportswire Radio, with all music and wrestling matters. Thank you, everybody.